Hey guys, how's everybody doing? I hope this video finds you all healthy and at home practicing, working hard. Keep yourself in shape. As you'll see, I'm wearing the Lions jersey and hat. This is their new logo. Here, there's your hat. This would be the red one for those days where it's really super sunny and you don't want a jersey that's too hot. And this one, and this would be the black one, which me personally, this is kind of my favorite, so I'm going to leave this one on for a little while. So let's get to where we left off. We spent over 3 months getting to know each other and working on practices, all the simple basics and fundamental things, drills and all that. And we had just kind of got to the point where we got outside and got to start working on our game and defensive strategies and how to run bases and all that type of stuff. So I'm going to put some of these videos together. They're going to demonstrate a number of these strategies and different things that we need to do. Today, right now, we're going to talk about our strategy when it comes to how to communicate on the field. Every team has to have some way to communicate on the field live during a game, because we can't just say, hey, go ahead and steal second, because then the other team's going to know what we're doing. Or, hey, I want you to bunt right now, or I want you to swing away, or let's run that play where we throw this kid out at second, or something like that. So how do teams do this during games? They have signs, right? And all that kind of stuff. So that's what we're going to talk about today. And to demonstrate this, I'll stand up. We'll go through this, and keep in mind, baseball is a mental game. And anything we can do to put ourselves in a position to put the other team in a mentally stressful spot because we just pulled off a trick play, or we got really aggressive on something, we made them think that we're not going to steal, but we did steal, or they think we're going to steal and we don't. That type of stuff is what we're talking about. And that's why we're going to have signs and a way to communicate with one another. Okay, guys, signs. Signs are a form of communication on the field, and all of this plays into an overall strategy. And one of the things to understand about strategy is there are certain situations we know we're always going to get into during a game. There's no avoiding it. You're always going to get a runner on first at some point. You're going to have runners at first and third, or first and second, or just second. You're going to want to steal, not steal, all that stuff. So let's get into it. First of all, with signs, I can't just do the sign and tell you what's going on. If you're at first base and I go steal, and you steal the base, and you get to second, and I look at you and I go, again, the other team now knows what our steal sign is. So the way to avoid this is you do a whole bunch of signs, and then nobody knows which one it was that I did. So it's called an indicator. The most popular indicator people use is their hat. So we probably won't use the hat a lot, but every once in a while we will. For the purpose of this example, let's say it's my ear. So if I touch my ear, whatever sign follows it is the sign. So it could look like, which sign was it? It was steal right after my ear. That's an indicator. The indicator will change during a game, but the sign for steal won't. The other is a cancel. So let's say that while I'm giving you the sign to steal, I notice something changes in the game and I don't want you to steal, and I do some more stuff. Our cancel is I adjust my hat. Okay? It's a nervous tick I do anyway. You'll see me adjusting my hat during a game, but if I ever look at you and I give you that, means don't steal. Okay? The first thing we need to talk about as well is acknowledgement of the sign. If I give you a sign and I say steal, you got to let me know that you understand it. It doesn't do me any good over here flapping myself around if you're not getting the signs or letting me know you have it. I don't want to have to give the sign multiple times. So if I give you the steal sign and you know you're going to touch your helmet, tap your helmet, back, front, anything with your helmet, I know you understand. If you don't understand, you're going to swipe your chest in any direction, whatever it is. Swipe your chest like you're cleaning yourself off. Oh, crap, coach just gave me a sign. What was that? What was that again? And then I'll give it back to you, okay? And you'll go, got it. So standard base running is always a lead and a secondary lead. We'll go over that more down the road. But a lead, secondary lead, basically is you take a lead. As soon as the pitcher throws the ball, you get a secondary lead. You're closer to the base you're advancing to, and you wait to see what the defense gives you. If there's a pass ball, you continue, okay? But if I want you to take a small lead, because let's say the pitcher is really good at picking people off and I don't want to risk it, I'm going to give you top of my hand. That's a small lead, okay? If I want you to take a bigger lead, it's going to be further up my arm. If I want you just to stick to a lead, secondary lead, it's going to be tap up my arm, okay? Small lead, bigger lead, lead, secondary lead. Think of lead, secondary lead. That's how you remember it. If I want you to steal, we already covered that. It's any swipe across my chest, okay? Anything like that. If I want you to pay attention to the catcher and the pitcher and how they're exchanging the ball, you've all seen the catchers that sit down too low. They're not in a ready position. They're slow to pop up, and then they throw this free throw of a ball clear up in the air, and the pitcher waits for it, catches it, leaves it in his glove, turns around and mopes back to the mound. And it's a lazy thing. If you already got a big secondary lead and they throw that ball up, I want you to steal. And I'm going to tell you that by pointing at my eyes and back to my ear. Okay? However many times I do it, whether it's a bunch or just, okay? That means get your secondary lead, and if they're not paying attention to you or they throw a lazy ball, I want you to steal. Another situation that we're going to get ourselves into is we need to advance the first runner, the lead runner. If there's runners at first and second and we're down by a run and we have no outs, I'm okay with sacrificing you at first base as an out, as long as I get my guy to third and maybe cause them to make a mistake and score. Okay, so that's going to be any sort of any like circular motion. If I'm doing this, if I'm doing this, if I'm doing this, if I look at it, I'm like that, that means the lead runner needs to advance and you're going to be a distraction. We'll go over that in another video to show what that looks like on the ball field. And then the last one, the best of them all, is to steal home. And we will steal home. Some of it, it'll be I want a lead, secondary lead, and I want you watching the catcher and pitcher. And if the situation presents itself, you're going to steal. If there's a pass ball, you're going to steal. But there might be, we're just going to flat out steal home. Okay? So anything that I end clapping, like a steal and clap, right? Like give you the sign, you're stealing home. Okay? And again, we'll go over that in another video and we'll show you what that looks like.